Welcome back to John Cleese Car Audio. My name is Max. Behind me is a 2016 Lotus Evora 400. Absolute weapon of a vehicle. I'm a massive fan of these cars. Just had one in some months ago, a manual blue one, which is also on our YouTube channel, which had a very similar job done, but this green is a stunning colour. And I'm just gonna give you a little walk around it just to see what we got here. Now, at the back of the car, this car has a reverse camera. Came with that camera from factory. We've kept it working on the new stereo we fitted, because that's what this car's been in for, an upgraded stereo to remove the factory Alpine, which is very old and antiquated these days, to replace it with a new Sony wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto head unit. Let's have a little look at the interior. I've always been a big fan of the seats they use in Lotuses. Absolute gorgeous interior. Lovely place to be. Let's hop inside. So, give you a little walk around this Sony head unit. So here is the Sony head unit. Now before there was a Alpine in here, which was just becoming old and antiquated. No real way of navigating using Google Maps or Apple Maps and stuff like that, and so customer wanted to be able to use wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and have a DAB system inside the vehicle. And just giving a little tour around, a bit of a close-up. Yeah, looks great, this Sony. Suits the dashboard nicely. The quality of the buttons on the Sony are very nice. We're quite a fan of these head units actually. So yeah, that's how the Sony head unit looks like in the dashboard on this car. So to give you a bit of a walk around, this is the home screen. When you get in, CarPlay pretty much just automatically kick into itself, as it did there. We got DAB. So for DAB, we're actually using a DAB splitter on this car, so there's no visible aerials anywhere. It seems to be picking up pretty good reception, although sometimes we'll also install an aerial on the rear window or the front window, but it seems to be, for what the customer needs, we think this is going to do perfectly for him, so he'll feed us back anyway how it goes. But yeah, it should be mint. So you've got all your normal DAB channels. You can choose your list around here. This will bring up the list of channels. Say you want to have a little bit of 6 music, all you do is you click on it, it will start playing. Say you want to save it in on preset 7, because you've got about 18 presets you can have on this head unit, and you just hold it down like so. So that's now saved in, playing BBC Radio 6 music. Going back to home, so we have Apple CarPlay. So Apple CarPlay is going to be probably one of the main reasons why someone would go for this upgrade, or Android Auto if you're an Android user. The Apple CarPlay just brings for a much nicer way of using your telephone while driving. You got phone, you've got your favourites, recents, contacts, keypad, check your voicemail, go back, go to your music. I don't use Apple Music personally. You got Maps, Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, TomTom Go if you like to have a navigation which is going to be smartphone based, which is actually going to save the maps in, so you're not always reliant on smartphone connection. I personally use Tidal for my music streaming. We're big on sound quality here, and they got the best sound quality in the music department. Well, they are preferred streaming service anyway. You can have all your playlists, your collection. It's always the best way to have all your music stored, I find. But having it all in a playlist, and you can let it roll while you're driving. You can skip tracks from the Sony here. No steering wheel controls in this car. But yeah, easy to control it from the stereo screen, which is nice. Got voice button to trigger Siri. Siri's great for asking it to call someone, send a message, navigate me here, navigate me there. Yeah, Apple CarPlay, it's real nice. Something that we're constantly being asked for in vehicles, to be honest. So yeah, if you haven't got Apple CarPlay in your car already, it's time you upgrade and move with the times. But that is like pretty much just a brief overview of Apple CarPlay. As I say, you've got a split screen, bit of music, nice capacitive screen to use, so it's real nice to the touch. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about the head unit. This has a reverse camera, so when we engage reverse, it will come up with a reverse camera. That was already on the vehicle, but we've obviously carried it over to the next one. And yeah, if you the last Evora we had in, which was another 2016 but in a manual gearbox, that needed a reverse camera upgrade, and we actually fitted one of our new reverse cameras because the quality had just gone really bad basically on the old one. So if you need a reverse camera, we can sort that too. Also going to be quoting up this customer for a bit of an audio upgrade, wants better quality and clarity, new speakers, maybe an amplifier. This head unit keeps the factory sub working in the back. It sounds a little bit better. They're only small subs that just help give a little bit of the lower end frequencies, but I might quote him up for something a little bit better anyway. Doesn't want to go too crazy, being the type of car it is, but you know, we all like to enjoy our music when we're driving from place to place. So, but that is it. My name's Max. If you got a Lotus or any other car for that matter, and you want a stereo upgrade, audio upgrade, security, dash cameras, anything like that, please get in contact. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and goodbye.